Okay, guys, to wrap up today's show, Jared Reston of Reston Group is going to teach you how to shoot on the move.
So now we're going to talk about shooting on the move. Shooting on the move is a tricky thing because everybody kind of wants to do it because it's cool or whatever, but shooting on the move is actually hard. It's very hard, and you should only do it if you have a reason to do it. And what happens is typically when people shoot on the move, they move too slow that really you should just stop to shoot, because you're going to be, your shots aren't going to be as well, you're going to be a tad bit slower, but you're shooting on the move for a reason. So for me, like my tactics for when I'm working around a team dictate that I have to shoot on the move. If I'm moving into a doorway and I see a threat, I can't stop in the doorway to shoot it, or my buddies are going to run into the back of me and make me miss the shot, and it just jacks up the whole thing. Let's say for a civilian, you know, and you're clearing your house or something like that, you hear the bump in the night and you decide to clear your house because that's your thing, like you're going to get to your kid's room. You have to shoot on the move at that point because you have a mission and you have to get there. If not, you know, if there's no one there to save or something, hole up in your room and don't shoot on the move because it's easier. And the truth of the matter is, nobody cares that you're shooting on the move. The suspect doesn't care, you know, only hits stop fights. So he's not gonna just go down because he's like, well, that was a good nip on me, but he's shooting on the move, so I'm gonna I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. The state attorney's office, they don't care that you were shooting on the move. You're accountable for every round that you have. So if your tactics dictate you shoot on the move, you need to shoot on the move often and do it right. And there are ways to shoot on the move that really help the process. So for me with the stance, you know, I'm good, I bend my knees really good. What I like to think is I don't want to send my feet far. I want to roll my feet, I narrow my stance a little bit, and I roll my feet to create a good, almost like a tank turret. So I like to stay, only my legs are moving. So I'm bending my knees, I'm rolling my feet. And what you got to do is when you're doing this, just watch your sights and what's happening. So if your sights are bouncing on the target, you know, elbow to elbow, then your stance is probably too wide. You need to narrow your stance. If it's going from head to pelvis, head to pelvis, you're probably elongating your steps too much. So you got to keep everything underneath you, roll those feet, try to do a little bit, as little as you can. This is also where prepping the trigger comes into play really well, because as soon as I decide to shoot, I'm going to snap up, safety comes off, finger moves to the trigger, it's on the trigger. So when that dot is in the box or center of the target, whatever I'm shooting at, whatever my target is of that particular day, then the gun goes. The only thing that dictates my cadence or my rate of fire is the dots in the circle on a prep trigger, it gets another round. And you'll see when I demo this that my pace never changes from when I'm moving or when I'm shooting. My pace will never change. The only thing that will change is my rate of fire, because the further I am away from the target, the more my dot's out of the box, and then you'll see that it does gradually get up into the box, and then you'll hear my rate of fire pick up and go. So here we go, we're gonna just demo it real quick, and when you're listening, you'll see a good low ready, a good snap up. We're gonna go to a prep trigger, bang, 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 and then you'll start hearing the rate of fire pick up as I get closer to the target. Again, I'm not going to crowd the target because I work in a team environment. I'm not going to walk really close to a target because chances are my buddy's shooting at that target. So I don't want to, you know, let it go. So here we go. We're just going to do a quick little demo real quick. It's just on the move. Here we go.
Trigger Time TV is brought to you by Bravo Company Manufacturing, Bravo Company USA, Car Arms, Magnum Research, Auto Ordnance, Firebird Targets, Cheaper Than Dirt, Hudson Manufacturing, True Glow, Silencer Co., Laser Activated Shot Reporter, Hornady, LaCrease Precision, Genetic Development Group, Arachnagrip, and Peltor.
We would like to dedicate today's show to the men and women of the United States military and law enforcement, the people that stand in the gap and keep our country free. God bless America.